IBNX Radio.
Hey everybody, it's Shameka
and Alicia coming to you every Wednesday right through your speaker.
So log in or stream live
And give both of us that viral high five. Cause when you tune in,
you'll never know
what you may learn
on the Hey Shameka Show.
ooh, hey, what, what,
And happy Wednesday, everybody.
Hey, yo.
Y'all know who it is. It's Shameka.
And Alicia coming to you right through your speaker. What's going on, y'all?
Hope everybody has had a fantastic week since we talked to you guys last.
Yeah.
It's a lot of going on. We're at the end of July already.
Oh my gosh. Why are we at the end of July already?
I know, and it's been hot, but it ain't been too hot the last week, like maybe 90s here.
It's been rainy.
Yes, definitely rainy.
Yeah, letting me know that I'm really from Africa. Because my roots has been acting real dumb. Like, I thank God for the follicles and the roots, but I'm like, come on now.
All
Can
I
I just
can
get
say,
some straightness?
Thank goodness for the wigs. Thank goodness,
okay.
because that's what I've been throwing on.
Listen, whatever works. Whatever works. So what you been doing? What you do this weekend? All, through the whole, from last Wednesday up until this Wednesday?
I've basically just been mentally preparing myself to go back to work today.
See, that's what happens when you don't have a job that goes throughout the whole year. Miss Nurse, school nurse.
Well, speaking of that, we also have another person that works in education here. Miss Cornelius George is in the house with us today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But does it
welcome.
really count as school when the kids ain't there?
Yes.
Yes,
Did you really work?
we had to go back today.
See, he about to get jumped on.
Yeah, it's still
Oh,
it's still
Also,
work. It's
just
a lot of
sorry.
meetings. A lot of meetings.
It's a lot of planning for the kids to come in there. You got to plan for how you not going to choke the kids the first week of school. So you got to plan this out. So you got to get your mind right
That's right.
for them to come in there to tell you, I didn't learn anything last year.
So if anything, these the most important days.
Yes.
No, the most important days are the last 2 days of post-planning. When you're planning for what you're going to do over the summer for your boss not to check your email, to change your phone number
That's right.
for the summer.
It's all
Do
good.
y'all like y'all job?
I love it.
love my job.
I love it.
Until I hit the lottery. Then
And
you
it-
see my love for real.
Did anybody hit the beggar yet?
Yep, they hit it.
They
Somebody
hit
in
it.
California hit it.
Oh, dang. Oh, let me check out my friends in
As
Cali.
if they needed it.
Y'all know I miss y'all.
They ain't even need the money in Cali. Everything expensive. Everybody in Cali got money. Except if you in Compton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have a great show for you guys today. Of course, I said Cornelius is with us. He's an educator, he's a comedian, and he's just awesome.
I'm just awesome. I like hearing that. I'm just awesome.
He is awesome. Cornelius got that type of face. You don't know if he mad or happy. You be like, yo, he gonna smack the shit out of me or we good? Like, what we doing? Like, that's, Cornelius, what you do this weekend? You had a show this weekend?
Yes.
Tell
I
us
had
what you did.
had a good show at a family reunion. So I
Oh,
love
nice.
doing little small intimate shows. It was totally awesome. The best part about this show was one of my mentors growing up. It was his family. I didn't even know it.
Oh.
So it was kind of awesome, man. First time he got to see me do comedy. He is responsible for the guy you see before you, which is all his fault.
That's awesome.
Now, this
All
a
of the
mentor
bad.
from high school, from college?
No, from high school. Like he was the deacon growing up, man. So he was that really good dude.
Oh, you was on your best behavior then.
No, not even close.
Okay.
Wasn't even close to the best behavior. I was like, you just got to forgive me when you go to church on tomorrow.
Woo. Yes. But and then Alicia, of course, you had your show on
I
Saturday
had a
night,
few shows.
Thursday
I had,
and Saturday.
Comedy After Dark went down on Thursday and Saturday. A couple of people ain't show up. I ain't gonna really look at him right now, but he know who I'm talking about. But he right here.
I'm
He ain't show
sorry.
up. 2 people said that they was coming, and then one person showed up. But then the person that said they wasn't coming, who's over there, he did at least say he wasn't gonna be able to make it. He didn't call right before, and send an email talking about something. Oh, I can't make it. This dude
I
said
ain't
he
wanna
could make it
stress
and
you
didn't
out.
show up. You know what? I appreciate
I'm
that.
coming next time.
Okay, see,
I ain't want to
see.
stress you out. You know, you gotta get your skit ready. I ain't want to interrupt. I know how important I am.
You know what, David? You are very important. But when you said you didn't want to stress me out, let me tell you. Let me tell y'all too on my live. When you have an event, when somebody is planning an event, ask your questions 24 hours in advance.
Yes.
Okay? Don't be calling, stressing the person out, talking about how much is it? Can I get in free? Can I bring 2 people? Is there a guest list? Nigga, no. No.
You should have had your ducks in a row a few days before.
Just give me 24 hours. Give me my 24 hours before I get to the show. The show on Saturday don't start till 10 o'clock. Just don't ask me nothing after 10 p.m. on Friday. Or even Thursday for the other show.
Right.
So, and that's
Don't
that's
even talk to you.
Don't talk. Don't. You can talk to me. Just don't ask me about the event. Like, where's it at? Like, look at the flyer.
That aggravates me to no end.
Yeah. How much it cost? Look at the flyer.
And then if they don't show up,
Who on the show? Look at the flyer. You know what I'm saying?
That's too much like right. You know that.
Yeah.
And you post well in advance,
I
and then you
post.
give reminders.
and you post often.
I'll post.
Yes.
Often. She like church.
Yeah.
As often.
I'll post often because I
Hey.
need people to come to the show
Don't talk
so they
about
can get
that.
these jokes.
We post often about the show as well, so it's nothing wrong with little reminders.
Nothing wrong with a little reminders. So what else we got going on this week? What else you do? Anybody else do anything special?
No. Just went to your shows, got ready to go back to work, and that's it.
Well, that's special.
Yes.
That is. Did you get up in time? Did you get to work on time?
I did.
Okay.
I actually got up before the 3rd alarm, so that's always great.
Shoot. I'll see. I cannot set I cannot do a snooze. Like I can't set no second
Oh, it's not.
alarm.
No, it's not a snooze. It's
No.
it's actual alarms because I can't hit the snooze because then I will go
Wait,
back
is
to
it
sleep.
all built in the same alarm clock? Or you
Yes,
got
it's
another
15
alarm?
minutes.
Okay. See,
15 minutes apart.
I don't have all of that technology on the clock. I got the old digital clock that be like, bam, bam,
No,
bam,
this
get
is
your
on my
ass up.
this on my cell phone though. That way,
Okay.
if the power go out, yeah, you still
Power
got
go
an
out,
alarm.
I'm going to sleep. I'm staying asleep. My power out. That's my excuse to not go to work. Like I don't. Yeah,
So y'all knew. 'Cause
At
I
work, they
got
don't
the
want to.
old-
They don't want to listen to that.
I got the old clock that you got to wind in the back. It's
No, you
gold
don't.
to big
No,
bells.
I
Yeah,
can't
that's the
do
one I
that.
got there.
No,
you
You got to wind it up. So I don't do the digital. So I got to have that one.
You know they was giving
You
them
might
clocks
be able
away.
to sell that somewhere for some money.
That's an old clock, man.
That's
I
an
done had it since college. And just got to wind it up, man. You don't wind it up. And
They was giving them clocks away in like a McDonald's Happy Meal not too long ago.
oh, really? Yeah.
It was like
we need
maybe
to go
about
back
6
to
months
that.
ago.
We need to go back to those.
Yeah, you're right. Because a lot of these kids probably don't even know how to tell time
They
with the
can't tell
hands.
time.
Terrible. I blame you teachers.
Mm.
If these kids can't tell time, it's the teacher's fault. It is.
Yeah, it's the teacher's fault.
So what else? What else we got going on? What we talking about? So a little bit about me this weekend. Since I'm asking, I want to answer my own question. Sunday, I chilled all day Sunday. I stayed in the house. I was tired and sleepy, but I didn't go to sleep. What is it about as you get older, you don't want to rest like you're supposed to and know you need it?
So you were sleepy, but you couldn't go to sleep.
I couldn't go to sleep.
Your mind was preoccupied with stuff. You had stuff on your mind.
I don't know why. I let everything out on Saturday. I did my dump on Saturday, my mental dump onto the people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, anything I wanted to say, think, do, I did that on Saturday. I don't understand why Sunday I didn't want to go to sleep. It's ridiculous.
What do you normally do to go to sleep? That's the better question.
That's a whole nother show right there.
You nasty. Like,
Exactly.
Hey.
Maybe you should have just did what you normally do to go to sleep.
I don't know
Where
what
that
she
good
talking
sleep
about.
medicine? Where that good sleep medicine at?
That's funny.
Well, for me to go to sleep, I just lay down. Like, I can't do nothing
You
else
don't
but
take
lay down.
naps. You don't take naps.
I need to start taking that. That's the only thing I wanted somebody to give me for my birthday.
A nap?
Nobody ain't give me no nap. Nobody ain't give me no nap. You stingy
So-
and you're selfish.
Speaking of naps, y'all better not be taking any naps during our show.
That's
7
right.
to 9 on Wednesdays, y'all stay awake, all right?
So now it's not nap time.
We-
Nap time is 5:30 to 7.
Oh, so they could get up right in time for the
That's
Haitian
nap
Maker Show.
time. That's 5:30 to 7. Take your nap.
All right, guys, we are going to a commercial, and we will be right back with you guys with the Hey Shameka Show.
With comedian Alicia Coley.
figured that your team can affect my cream. Gold and platinum plaque since I stepped on the scene. Now I mean, peep the scene, jacuzzi full of women. She hitting me and him, much love like Wimbledon. But screaming killer, I'm overseas in my villa. But mama suits nothing iller. Twin switch the plan, cop the Lexus land. See gutter, Rockefeller, 400s and better. Little C's push beads with 5 in his eyes. Knock a knock, gon' cry by Mary Blige. I die for my back of steel. Chicken heads with sex appeal. Reveal sexual acts up in Capone's act. The chocolate dime, watch the mafia shine. Girls get your own, can't touch a dime of mine.
And if you don't stop, then we won't stop. Continuous leader. You can be as good as the best of them, but as bad as the worst. So don't test me. You better move over. You can be as good as the best of them, but as bad as the worst. So don't test me. You better move over.
Big Mama, Keys in Tijuana. Some call me Donna, Karen or Amani. Gas for the Panani. For brown nose crushers, cat killing lovers, ignorant mother. Drop a Benz on Miata. This honey's got her. Sweet pinata. 6-shotter. Little Kim the Black, Erica Kane, and who remains in Chanel frames and animals of all kinds. Russian Fendi staples with matching pool tapes. Read the label.
Mafia.
Admiring my shoes by Gucci. I be eating sushi, playing with my counting Lucci. I got banks to rob, convertible sobs. I'm married to the mob.
And if you don't stop, then we won't stop. Continuously to get you can be as good as the best of them, but as bad as the worst. So don't test me. You better move over. You can be as good as the best of them, but as bad as the worst. So don't test me. You better move over. Frank White, the desperado, used to rock the all-black Movado, the all-black Eldorado, all that and a bottle of Don P. Can't harm me, I keep the army. Is Brooklyn in the house? Without a doubt, I'm a rapper with clout, everybody yap about. Check it out, guns I bust 'em. Problems with my wife, don't discuss 'em. Coops and Learjets, I lust them. Fingerprints, I dust them. Recent address, stuck you for your stash in your pissy mattress. Your mom's the actress, didn't wanna show me the safe. It's okay, she was old anyway, I display. Hot 97 round ready, Cop Mac 11 line steady. Like Tevin Campbell, I'm ready to do what I do continuously. You can be as good as the best of them, but as bad as the worst. So don't test me. You better move over. You can be as good as the best of them, but as bad as the worst. So don't test me. You better move over. 96 catalog, Caesarea de Janeiro. Big Mama Queen B, Mafioso, notorious, well known Frank White.
Hey everybody, it's your girl comedian Alicia Coley, and you're listening to the Hey Shameka Show with me. So make sure y'all stay tuned in and locked in every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back to the Hey Shameka Show.
With your girl, comedian Alicia Coley, and we are back.
And it is that time of the show. Y'all know what it is, sauce.
We talking about sauce. Do you guys know what sauce means?
What does sauce mean? What sauce
You
mean?
ain't been listening to the show.
I do. I'm just want to help the other listeners. Who
Oh,
might be
okay. Go ahead, Tom Alicia.
It means Shameka and Alicia's unfiltered commentary, and we don't use the E on it because we black.
new. Give me the sauce.
We don't need no E because we black.
This ain't McDonald's. They gonna give you extra sauce.
Extra sauce.
So, any fun topics this week for sauce?
Well, I was just saying here that I wanted to talk about, well, the first thing I want to talk about that's crazy to me. It's not crazy, but I understand it. This lady in Tennessee set the house on fire because she wasn't invited to the party.
Yeah,
She
I
was
did
like-
read something about that.
Y'all saw that?
Hashtag petty as hell.
Hashtag petty as hell. She was like, listen, if I can't party, y'all not going to party.
What?
Yeah, and she went way back to what's that, Kid and Play? The house party, the roof.
She gave a new meaning
is
to
on
that.
fire.
She gave a whole new meaning. The roof is
Nigga,
on
she
fire.
was like, no, she was like, oh, the party lit. I'm gonna make it real lit right now. She set that bitch on fire like it's hot, hot. Y'all
Were they
think y'all
playing
gonna
the
party?
Nelly song when the house was on fire?
That's
It's
funny.
getting hot in here.
Were they playing the Nelly song at that time? I just want to know. Woo! Okay, I just want.
Lord.
That's
I
funny.
But did they say anybody was hurt in that, or did everybody make it out all right?
I don't even know if it did. I just saw the headlines for it, and I just thought that was just really crazy. And I guess she got locked up because the picture on there was not becoming. You know, nobody has a nice mugshot
Was she
except
one
for
of
Portia
us?
Williams.
Was she one of us?
Of course, she was.
Yeah. She was one of them kids. You know how
She
when
was
you
one of
growing
us.
up and you ain't never get picked for the team when y'all playing kickball and shit
I'm
like
take my
that.
ball home.
That was me.
I'm take my ball home. You gonna pick me first? I'm taking my ball home.
Go home. You ain't gonna let me play double dutch. I ain't even turn. I'm gonna turn double handed. As soon as you jump in, I'm dropping the rope, bitch. Like I'm dropping it.
Who friend was it though? That's what I want to know. Who friend was it?
She ain't had no friends.
Like, you didn't invite me to the party. I got something for y'all. You don't invite me to the party.
She ain't had no
Ain't nobody having fun if I ain't invited.
That's right. I ain't invited. Ain't nobody invited. It was burning the place down.
All right, so let me go. My neighbor, who I don't really talk to, let me make sure I invite his ass to everything I do.
Yes, invite your neighbor because you never know. He might be home, lonely, looking at everybody go in your house. He might be hungry.
You should have known she had a whole garage full of gas cans. You should have known something was up.
Right. Should have known.
That wasn't the first time she had. Black people give warnings. Don't invite me and see what happened. That's the warning black people get. Don't invite me and see what happened.
Don't invite me. See what?
Trying to see what else was hot this week. Oh, so
What else was hot?
Stevie and
Oh,
Faith.
Stevie and Faith Evans.
Yeah, actually, it was them this week. Actually, a few people got married. Them and Tank.
Tank did.
And
get
his
That's
married.
funny.
girlfriend,
You put that together.
They got married, and I forget what her last name was before, but she's here in Atlanta. Ernestine. What's her
Oh,
last
the
name?
Morris girl.
Yes.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got married.
So it's actually it was
Yeah.
like 3 profile relationships, marriages that happened
That was
this week.
brilliant how you put that together though.
What part was brilliant? How she
Because
was.
she said Faith, Stevie J, and she forgot the other word. And she said Tank. Faith, Stevie J, lick.
You know what?
That's
Okay.
funny.
All right. It was you nasty. That's all that is. That's just I don't even have.
I ain't
nothing to
back
say.
at work yet, so I get all this out. I get it out my system before I go get
Before
with the
you
kids.
go get with the kids, you got to get the nasty out.
Get it all out.
But it's just interesting to see on social media, the different people's comments and reactions to now. The one for Ernestine looked like everybody had positive stuff to say.
Mm-hmm.
The one for Tank had mostly positive. You still had some few people that's a little salty. Why it take that long to get married? I said, don't worry about that. It ain't your business.
Right.
It ain't
It
got
ain't
nothing
your
to do with
business.
you.
They happy. Leave them alone.
Let them do their thing.
And then, the Stevie J one and Faith, that was kind of mixed on that one.
Yeah, they
There was
were
a lot of-
roasting that one. I was like, man, they roasting them.
They said talking about
I
that.
just think they doing it for publicity. Like I think he need help to pay his child support, and they need a new show. So I think this might be
I don't know if it's publicity
Stevie
though.
J and Faith, the child support show. Like I don't know.
Stevie
But
J
they've
child
known,
support
they've known
show.
each other a long time.
They
Though.
have. They
They've known
have.
each other a long time. So I mean, that happens over time. Now I know someone said that their concern was, Biggie was his friend. So what comes in the rules with why you dating or dating somebody first and then you're gonna marry
The statute of
wife.
limitation is over after a certain. If you in the ground, I mean, come on.
How long?
What I mean, if you in the ground, I say a year.
A year?
A year? That's it? Not 5?
Listen, you go.
I mean, it's been a long time.
but
either
you gone.
way. But
What Biggie gonna do? Beat his ass in heaven?
He found
Like, I can't wait. You get up here, Stevie. I got something for you. Now, Jesus, let me out the gate for about 10 minutes when he get here. What he gonna do? I mean, I ain't. It's old. I mean, it's really old. Why?
Right.
If they happy, let them be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like if Biggie gone and you like 2 weeks later trying to move in, then you're a low down dude.
but it's
Right.
just right.
But it's been enough time in between that.
But it's just
for him to make
amazing,
his
I guess,
move.
at how many people don't know the back history, and they're like,
I didn't know they were friends.
They're
I didn't
like,
know they were
I didn't.
I ain't know they was friends till just now.
Yeah.
I think, and now don't quote me on this, but I think he was one of the people that made the 911 call.
Stevie J made the 911 call for Biggie murder. Is that
don't-
what you saying?
I'm telling you.
I
That's
don't
what
know.
I heard.
I don't
had
know.
to
That might be
research
fake
that.
news, Shameka.
Yeah, that might be
Fake news.
I didn't know he was in the car with him. I ain't never heard of Stevie J till he got on Love and Hip Hop. I didn't know who he was before that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'ma
But in
Google
other
that, though.
news, speaking of fake news, Donald Trump,
Show. All right.
so a Trump supporter came out and she is mad at herself for being a Trump supporter because her daughter-in-law has now been deported back over the border. They picked her up, put her on a plane to Texas, and made her walk the rest of the way. The way you got here is the way you going back. Walk your ass back across the border. Like
Wait
you
a
walked
minute.
away.
They took her back to Texas
They took her to Texas. You had to
and
cross-
said,
figure
"Get
it
to
out.
stepping."
Figure it out.
God.
Yes.
Oh, so she
So
mad
now she mad. But that's the thing. Like, you knew dude was a sucker before you voted for him. Like, what was you expecting? What were you expecting? Why is it a fly in the studio? Why is it a fly in here? Like,
I'm so fly.
You should see your face. You
It's to keep you on
like you
your
about
toes.
to.
well, it better get out
Make
my
sure
face. I
your
think it's trying
reflexes
to
are still good.
get my lip gloss. Because you
Yeah.
know the lip gloss, I got this lip gloss from the Chinese beauty supply store. It's the difference. It wouldn't be trying
My question is, how long was the lady her daughter-in-law?
Oh, you know what? I don't know that.
See,
There was
because-
a whole article on
See,
it, though.
that's an important question because if she was her daughter-in-law before the election, she knew.
What
How
he
could
was
you be
capable
going
of.
about you supporting the guy who said build a wall and your daughter-in-law? You
Right.
said, you didn't like your daughter-in-law.
I
You
think
didn't
she
really
probably
care.
did.
I mean, you care now, but like, you didn't see that coming. Like you didn't know, you didn't tell your daughter check your paper status. I mean, everything ahead of time.
But see, I want to know why is it if you've been here for a long time and I don't know the rules, guys. So if somebody knows the rules, then by all means let me know. If you're here for a while and you're an immigrant and you come into the States or whatever because you want a better life, and you snuck in, is there no way to get the paperwork right?
I think there is. That's an excellent question. My question is, we don't have any illegal immigrants coming from Europe. Like, so everybody, like them other countries like Kosovo and the Ukraine, we don't have any illegal immigrants except for Hispanics.
That's what he act like, ain't it?
Exactly. So everybody else is fine. Like everybody else, we don't even check they work.
Right.
Like you, Kosovo, Russia, we don't care nothing about your work paperwork. We just, as long as you
Now,
Hispanic
man,
on
you
the
know-
south side
you know
of
how
it.
he is with Russia.
I
Come
know.
on now.
Yeah.
But it's mind-boggling that we are only focusing on.
Right. Those bad hombres,
Hispanic.
quote unquote, was what he called them.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Like they don't have the Russian mob sneaking in over here.
Oh yeah, they his friends. They his friends. They in bed together right now, talking about some stuff. But I also wanted to say, I don't know what's going on with the lady. Before I even bring up this story, I want to talk about Nia Wilson, who didn't get a lot of headline talk. Nia Wilson is the girl that got her throat slit
Okay.
from the white supremacist over,
Yeah.
I think in California somewhere. So may she rest in peace. And may they did arrest the guy, which is great. But y'all, we got to stop this. I don't know how, when it's going to stop, how it's going to end, but we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do. And one of my friends today said she really wants men to get on their game and start thinking differently, have a different mentality, and start raising our communities the way they're supposed to be raised. Basically, she's saying men start being in your leadership positions. You know, just play your role. Just play your role. Step up. And I ain't saying it's all men, because I do know a lot of good men. I do.
What is?
Well, that was another segment of Sauce.
right there,
You know
Cornelia.
what we do each and every week, bring you something different. And we will be right back with the Hey Shameka Show with comedian.
Alicia Coley.
Hey y'all, this is Shameka Love. Tune in and stay locked into the Hey Shameka Show with comedian Alicia Coley here on IBNXradio.com.
When you call my name, when you love me gently, my name, when you love me gently, when you call my name, when you love me gently. Why, when you call my name, when you love me gently. Why, I'm really in love with you. I'm really in love with you. I'm really in love with you. I'm really in love with you.
everybody. This is your girl Sanchez Blackman. You're tuned in to the Hey Shameka Show with comedian Alicia Kohler on IBNX Radio. Baby, look, they're going to turn up, so make sure y'all turn your radios up because it's going down. Do you hear me?
And we are back on the Hey Shameka Show.
With me.
That me is Alicia Coley. So, guys, we have on the phone a very special guest. We have Mrs. Siobhan Nieto, and she's actually a two-time Olympian. She's also the wife of Jamie Nieto, that is also a two-time Olympian. And unfortunately, he was unable to be on the interview today, but Miss Siobhan is here with us, and she's going to do a great job speaking for both of them. How are you, Siobhan?
How you doing, Shameka? I just want to say, hey, Shameka.
Hey. Welcome to the show, Siobhan.
Thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a very decorated career here with being a two-time Olympian, and I know that you ran for Jamaica.
Yes.
I know that you're actually born in Jamaica, so exactly when did you come over to the U.S.?
Yes, I was born in Jamaica, and I left Jamaica at the age of 5, and I went to New York. You know, that's where all the islanders go, by the way. So I moved to New York, and then I went to high school there.
Okay. And how did you get into track and field?
I got into track and field. Like, my dad used to run, and, you know, in elementary school, you know, they'd have sports days and stuff like that, and, you know, I'd do the running portion of it, and I realized that I was pretty good. And, you know, when I got into high school, which was like in 9th grade, but we were still at the junior high, and I'd have to get on a bus and go over to the high school. So you know how intimidating that must be as a 9th grader, not getting on the bus to go over. But I started as 9th grade. I started running the 200 and the 400, and from there I ended up being number 3 in New York State as a 9th grader.
Oh, that's awesome. So were they your favorite races, the 200 and the 400?
You know, that was my favorite event until we had a hurdler graduate, and then my coach said, hey, Siobhan, you want to do that today? And I said, I don't know. I don't think so. But I did it, and somehow I ended up, you know, getting over those hurdles, and I won. So I said, okay, I like this.
Yeah.
and that became my event.
That's awesome. My I asked that because my son, he used to run track, and he was a sprinter. He hated what is it, the 800?
Yeah.
And all of the marathon races. Like, he was like, I'm not ever doing that. So that's why I asked. Yeah, he loved to sprint is what he loved to do. So I wish he would have stayed with it, but unfortunately he didn't. But you being from Jamaica, there are a lot of track stars that come from Jamaica. Who's your favorite?
My favorite? Who would I say is my favorite? You know, being on the team with the Jamaican athletes, you know, we have Debbie Ann Paris is definitely one of my favorites. We have I'm here thinking of goodness. Or my Bridget Foster, but I've made many friends with the athletes on the team. Merle Nazi, you know, we're all kind of like a family when we're competing. So I can't even really tell you a favorite because you know we have so many greats, and and everybody, you know, was just very nice and friendly just being on the team. So I can't say that I have a favorite Jamaican athlete.
Between the 2004 Olympics and the 2008 Olympics, which one would you say was your favorite between those two, the experience that you had?
Well, definitely I would have to say my first one, which was 2004, because that was, you know, I had a goal to be an Olympian from I was young, and just to make that team was so big for me because, you know, it wasn't like I was the fastest in the world or anything, but I had those dreams and my eyes set to do something. So, you know, accomplishing that was definitely amazing achievement for me at that time.
That's awesome. Now, did you meet Jamie during the Olympics, or did you guys know each other beforehand?
You know what? Jamie and I actually met at a commercial audition, and it's really funny because all my years on the track, I remember seeing Jamie in 2004 when he won the USA Olympic trials, and he took his shirt off and he started running around the field like a madman. And I was like, wait a minute, what is that guy doing? You know? And then I was like, wait a minute, he kind of looks a little bit like Will Smith too. So I was like, okay, you know, and that was 2004. And I tell you, after that, I never ever seen him on the track, and I didn't actually meet him until 2010 on a commercial audition when I first moved out to Los Angeles. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So okay, so you met him at a commercial audition. So how did you get from track star to going into commercial auditioning, acting, entertainment? How was that transition?
You know, it was really fun. You know, I left from South Carolina, where I went to school, University of South Carolina, and I came right to California after college, and I was living in Los Angeles, and, you know, this is a place for acting, modeling, commercials, movies, and all of that. So, you know, I got into doing the commercials, and, you know, even when I met Jamie on set that day, he would probably tell you that I was giving him the cold shoulder, but I wanted to get the audition. I'm like, I want to get this audition, which I did. So he was like, I guess that worked, and, you know, that's where we actually met, and I'm happy for it.
Awesome. So your speaking voice, it reminds me of a little of Diana Rossy type. Have you ever heard that before?
No, I never heard Diana Ross before, but I feel like I need to go and listen to some interviews now.
So you've been singing, I hear. And what's your favorite singing style? Who's your favorite artist right now? Who would you say you look up to as an artist, as a singer?
Right. Well, you know, I've been singing. Actually, singing is what I've always wanted to do before I actually started running. I started singing at age 8 years old, and, you know, I had, you know, some of my idols like Whitney Houston, Tony Braxton, Mariah Carey. You know, I listened to various singers. So at that young age, it was definitely Whitney. So saying I want to be a singer like her one day, and now I am recording, working on my music. And as far as a favorite singer out right now, you know, obviously, you know, with the passing of Whitney, but she's still one of my favorites. I mean, and Tony Braxton and those great singers. So, and as far as singers that I like out right now that are singing, I would say, gosh, I listen to a lot, but I definitely I'm a fan of Alicia Keys. I like Alicia Keys.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that, but I like a lot of different singers.
Yeah, Alicia Keys is a good choice. I like Alicia Keys. And when you said Whitney Houston, like, I thought I was going to be a singer too. I probably will dabble in that someday. I don't know.
You are a singer. You're a singer.
But it's funny you said Whitney Houston, because her music still is so relevant today.
Yes.
So relevant, so much is that they're still making movies about her. Even if it's the Bobby Brown movie get ready to come out, like, she's still relevant in 2018. And I think when you have that type of longevity with a voice like that, like, that's amazing. So yeah, like, good luck, congratulations to whatever you're working on. I hope we hear from you soon on all social media and media outlets and all of that kind of thing. So good job on what you're doing and what you're pursuing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, getting back to giving your husband a cold shoulder. Did that? Okay, I always tell people when somebody's asking about relationship advice and all of that kind of thing, like, you can't really give the dude that much. You know, you can't give him that much attention, because if you do, then he won't pay you no mind, right? So that had to turn. Go ahead.
I was focused. So I was focused to get that commercial, and he was cute. He was cute, you know. But I said, okay, I gotta stay focused.
Right.
And it worked out because I got it. So.
Awesome. 2 prizes.
She had planted that seed back in 2004.
She planted the seed. That's right.
So she planted the seed, then she like, I'm gonna get him. Just gonna take a little time. I'm gonna nurture this seed and this flower.
So what was your? I was reading the article about you guys. The actual wedding date was when again?
Our actual wedding date was July the 22nd, 2016. So that was 1 year ago.
Okay.
17, sorry, 1 year ago.
Oh, okay. I'm like, that's 2 years. Okay, right.
Yeah.
All right.
Happy anniversary.
Yes, almost happy.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
happy
you.
anniversary. Yeah, you made it a year, girl.
Yes.
Now y'all have had a lot. I know y'all have been through a lot as a couple. Since you guys have been dating. I know Jamie got injured in 2016.
16,
Yeah, and can you talk to us a little bit about that and about his recovery process he's been going through?
Yes, no, in 2016, I was getting ready for my last Olympic trials, which was Brazil, and it was in April, and Jamie at that time, he was working with some Olympic hopeful athletes, and he was doing some backflips that day, which, you know, anybody that knows Jamie, after every competition, he does these backflips, and they were doing some drills at practice, and his foot slipped it on his head, and at that point, he could no longer feel from his neck down, and they had to airlift him to the hospital, and that was the call that I got saying that he was being airlifted to the hospital because he was in a really bad accident. And, you know, when I got to the hospital, that's when, you know, they told me that that he was paralyzed from the neck down, and, you know, that he had suffered a C3, C4 spinal injury. And so that was definitely, you know, very traumatic for both of us, you know, for him not knowing he couldn't move, so he didn't know if he would ever walk again or just what was going to happen with his life at this point. And, you know, at this point, I felt like I had to be strong for him, for sure, because I knew that he was definitely in a place where he was afraid. But I looked at this situation as, you know, wow, Lord, you know, I've had many obstacles placed in front of me and challenges, and I knew that this was going to be the hardest one yet, but I knew that I was going to face it, and I knew that we were going to get through this together. And, you know, you guys saw that he walked me down that aisle last year, so, you know, that just shows you, you know, what, you know, that love can do, and having somebody to support you and encourage you, and just the belief knowing that you can make it through whatever obstacle that you do face.
Yeah, I thought that was so, like, it touched me to see that. Like, he, with the way the article is written, it's like he would stop at nothing to make sure that what he promised as far as walking you down that aisle, he set his mind to it. And that injury was not going to stop him from doing that. So I was like, if this ain't love, then I don't know. And love and determination, you know, then I don't know what it is. And I thought that was just an amazing story, you know. So God bless you two, like, tremendously. Like, it's
amazing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's a miracle. Definitely. That was what, about 15 months after his injury that you guys got married?
Yes, it was. And, you know, and his goal was to walk me down the aisle, which is, you know, when I look at it now, it's like his determination and his desire to do that really just pushed him to do that, because even after he did that, it was like, I did it, you know? And it's not like he's like he's walking like on his own right now, you would think, but it's like he needed to do that then, and he did. Not that, okay, he was just ready to do it, but his mind said, I'm going to do this, so he did.
And how did that motivate you? If it didn't motivate you at that day, how did his determination motivate you, and you start putting your mind on certain things that you didn't think that you could overcome?
You know what? I always knew from the very moment when his accident happened that he was going to be 100%. But looking at him through this process, to the littlest thing is just moving his finger and just determination, you know, it's just an amazing feeling because the things that we take so lightly in life, or just as far as just getting up out of the bed, literally, seeing somebody and seeing them struggle to get out the bed, it's different. But knowing that even though it was hard, he kept doing it, and you know, I knew he was an amazing man, you know. But it's just like now, just watching him, it's just amazing to see. So I'm just so proud of him, and you know, just the experience that it left us with, and it's definitely made us stronger as a couple and just as individuals.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, before we wrap up here, can you let everyone know how they can follow you guys on social media to continue to follow you guys' story? And also, if you can let them know how they can follow your foundation. I know you have the Helping Others Triumph that happened through all this process.
Yes, no, absolutely. You know, definitely on social media, you can follow Jamie at Jamie Nieto, which is Jamie Nieto, Nieto. And my name on most of the sites is Siobhan Nieto, SHEVON Nieto. However, Instagram has not allowed me to change my last name. So therefore, you still have to find me underneath my name as Siobhan Stoddard, which is SHEVON STODDART. And definitely from that page, you can also go to our Helping Others Triumph page on there, which is our foundation, which we help to bring awareness and raise funds for people that have physical and mental disabilities, because we do believe that the only mental disability is believing that you can or cannot. You know what I mean? So we do have that foundation there to give back, and it's helping others triumph through fashion, fitness, and music as well. So and whatever I do, I can give back to it. And same as Jamie as well. And he definitely would have loved to be on the show with you today. He just has this great opportunity to be working back again, writing on this TV show. And he's so that's where he's at right now, which I'm very thankful and happy just to see him back into the position where he was doing that again on his way to 100% recovery. So I know he wish he was here with us today.
Well, we definitely appreciate you calling in for us. Tell Jamie we say hello, and let him know he still has an open invitation to also be a guest on the show. It's tell him he can come talk to us. Okay.
Yes, I will.
All right.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Thank you so much, Siobhan. You have a good evening.
You too.
Right.
Bye.
See ya.
We good. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, comedian Alicia Coley, and you're listening to the Hey Shameka Show with me. Tune in and stay locked in every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. Join us, laugh with us, and learn with us. Y'all gotta come on, stay locked in.
Oh, y'all know what time it is. This is the time when we talk about friendships, and if you're a good friend, this is called Frankly Friends. And you heard the music. How many of us have them? Ones we can depend on. And today I wanted to talk about a couple of things, because I was riding in today, and I thought about when over the weekend, actually Monday, it wasn't even over the weekend, I had saw a longtime friend that I had for, well, it's not been that long. It's been about 4 years, but it's about the quality of our friendship. And if y'all saw the pictures on Facebook, she is not African American. She is an Indian young lady, straight from India. Hasn't, she went to school here and all that kind of thing. But like no mixture. She's just straight Indian.
Straight Indian.
Straight Indian.
The original.
She's from the
okay,
part of the motherland.
From
right.
India.
She's
Okay.
from India. So I'm talking about her because like we've never had any issues, and I'm just wondering if when you're not around people, does that make your friendship more solid, or when you are around them all the time, does that make your friendship more solid? What you think, Cornelius?
I think it's it depends on the individuals. Because I have some friends I haven't seen in a while because they still in other parts of the country, and you don't go through as many issues if you don't see them all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't go through as many trying and challenges of it. So I think it kind of depends on the type of friendship you have before, like y'all see each other, you know.
Now, what is that about? Like, is it that you spend so much time together with that person and it's like you get frustrated or you start hating their ass? Or is it you don't spend a lot of time with the person and absence really does make the heart go fonder for, you know, a person? What is that?
I think it depends on, like we said, the type of friendship you have with the person. Like, how are y'all as friends?
Right.
So if y'all are really cool, like you can have that separation of time and do it, because there's some friends that you might stay in the same area, you don't see all the time, but they know you're grinding and there's no love lost.
Right.
You're just doing your thing, and you're like, if you need me, I'm here for you. Whatever you need to talk, we that type of friend. Some friends you just have we just hang out.
Right.
You know, we don't talk about anything deep or serious. We just
y'all just
hang
bullshit
out.
around.
Yeah,
right.
That's it. We don't do anything else. We just what you do. It's always something silly, but there's no meaning to it.
Right.
So,
right. Because you got friends for different things. My thing is this. I'm going to just put this out here right now. If you don't mess with me like this in life, don't mess with me like that in death. Because I don't want you at my funeral. I just want y'all to know that. If y'all don't talk to me today, if y'all don't mess with me like right now, y'all is not going to be like, oh, I feel bad, so I want to go to the funeral and all that. Don't come to my funeral. If you don't speak to me now, don't speak to me in my coffin.
If you don't speak,
I ain't going to hear you anyway.
If you don't speak now, don't come to the funeral. No, just really. If you don't speak to me at my funeral, like, wait till you get to heaven and let's see how we gonna talk this out there.
Now, it sounds like both of y'all gonna be haunting people. Like, if they try to show up at y'all funerals and be, pretending and faking, y'all gonna haunt them?
I ain't
gonna hunt you. I'm just gonna say this right here. I got some people if you come to my funeral, some of y'all don't need to say shit. Don't get up and waste time talking. We don't tell it. Just don't tell everything. Don't do that. Just some stuff you got to leave where we did those activities at.
Yeah. Right,
yeah,
got you. Don't need to be telling everything. Yeah. It's past.
My grandfather had the best saying. My grandfather said, most people say, take it to the grave. He took it a step further. He said, when you get to heaven or hell, still don't say shit.
He said, or hell.
Wherever you go in your afterlife.
Still don't say shit.
Still don't say shit.
Don't say shit.
Wow.
Don't say nothing.
Listen, all I know is I want whoever conducting my funeral. Let me tell y'all, if we cool and you doing my funeral for me because everybody else, nobody could do it, I want y'all to hand out tickets, right? Y'all need to do pre-sale tickets at my funeral before it comes.
She said pre-sale tickets.
If they don't got a ticket, they can't get in. If they ain't on a guest list, then they can't get in either.
Okay.
Like
I feel like we have to make sure this happens now.
I got one better for you right now.
And I want a comedy show at my funeral. I'm be sitting there crying and shit. Y'all know I don't play that. What you gonna say?
This is solve it right here. If you ain't ever showed up at a show that I invited your ass
there you
to,
go.
Don't you show me at my damn funeral.
And it was a free show.
Yeah.
And it was a free show you got invited to, and you didn't even come to.
Ask that shit.
David. David is back here.
Yeah.
I told David Saturday that he could be on the list, and he didn't even come through. Don't come to my funeral, David.
Don't show me under the bus like that, Cornelius.
I'm just saying.
I need to see
it ain't
you
about
after
you.
the show.
It ain't about you, because it's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that you invite the people to the show. They don't show up. Like, listen, don't even come to our funeral now, dog.
At least I'm coming to the next one, girl.
That's David.
I'm coming to the next one.
David be playing. He ain't come
David,
to the
if
show.
you don't come to the next show, you're going to have your invitation to the funeral revoked.
Yes, Breon, you can get on the guest list to my funeral.
They're going to have security boys.
This wasn't for you. I mess with you like that, Breon. But it's people that, you be like, we had a little tiff or whatever, and we don't really talk to each other no more because it's her fault. Or in your case, it might be your boy's fault or whatever. Nigga, don't come to my funeral.
Nah, if y'all are friends and something happened, then somebody has to be mature one and just have the conversation.
Right.
Have the conversation. I mean, that's what it's about.
Even if you ain't do nothing, you still gonna have the conversation?
I'm gonna have the conversation. I'm gonna attempt to have the conversation.
Okay.
But then I'm be cool with like, if we just ain't cool no more, that means our time together is no more.
Right.
So I'm not gonna force nothing. Like, if we just don't talk to me, you like, I don't deal with you no more because of this. I'm like, well, I didn't know it happened.
Right.
Whatever happened, because I had a friend, man, we grew up together, we were really tight. Time and distance happened for us.
Okay.
And what happened was I started doing the things that what my passion was, teaching and comedy. He still stayed at home doing his thing.
Right.
I didn't want to do that anymore.
Selling drugs and gangbanging.
Well, no, he wasn't even doing that. You know, he was he was really good. He a really good dude, but we don't talk anymore. I don't have any love lost. Just like, okay, we just ain't friends no more because of that.
Right.
I'm doing my thing, you doing yours. And he's like, okay, well, I invite you to the show, you don't come out. You always got an excuse, so I ain't gonna say you hating on me. We just, our interests in life are different.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with that. Like, hey, I don't speak no ill wills over homie. We just don't talk like that.
You good.
You call my phone, like, why you calling my phone?
Right, because I already tried to talk to you, ain't want to
what
talk.
happened? Your mama passed, I mean, all right, my condolences.
So you're not going to her funeral either?
Nah, I would go to his
I just
mama
wanted to
funeral.
know.
But his sister funeral, I ain't going to.
He like, fuck that bitch.
I ain't going. She ain't show up to a show, so I ain't going.
You invited her to a free show, didn't you?
Free show. Woo, I hate that people.
I know. You invite people to a free show, and they don't come.
Nigga, I ain't going. Who gonna be there? What time is it?
Who
Don't
gonna
ain't no
be
question.
there?
You ain't gonna show up anyway.
Like, Alicia, you keep on doing the same jokes. Like, nigga, so what? Jay-Z keeps singing the same songs. You go to his concert, and them tickets be like $60, $70.
I did a show in my hometown, and them niggas didn't show up.
Damn.
I drove an hour and 10 minutes. I dare one of y'all to come to one now. Okay.
Yeah.
I see y'all in heaven. Jesus, take the wings off. I'm finna go test somebody's ass up outside the gate.
Take the wing.
Jesus, just hold my spot, because I got to go outside and handle this while he in line. Had me drive an hour and 10 minutes for a show, and y'all still
and you ain't show up. And it was $10.
In the town? Oh, we going to Atlanta. I just left Atlanta.
Right. You so crazy. You was crazy. But I wanted to talk about, too, we didn't get a chance to talk about the girl, Molly Tibbetts, who's the jogger that's been missing. She went out running the other day and never came back home. So I think the boyfriend got something to do with it.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. I don't know. But is it a such thing as jealousy and relationships between men and women that he would want her to disappear?
Yes, it is. It's some crazy people out there that jealousy is a real thing.
Right. So he's like, I know she got her Fitbit on, and I know she got her phone. She never go nowhere without her Fitbit. So why didn't y'all like ping her phone to see where the stuff was at? Like last time y'all could track her.
Because the boyfriend know how to take care of all that stuff.
I think so too, Cornelius.
He must be in shape too, because it ain't no big dude kidnapping no jogger.
Right.
The fact that she take off running, I got about 10 steps in me.
You got 10 steps?
I got 10 steps. After 10 steps, I'm kind of done.
He said
Right.
10.
After 10 steps, I'm holding my knees. The bat done caught me.
You know what?
That sound like
The
some hide
bear.
That's like hide and seek.
The
Count to
bat done
10.
caught-
Count
After
to
10
10.
steps, I'm done. I'm like, okay, I guess she gone. Then.
Well, Mr. Bear is on,
Mr.
you know.
Bear's
go
on my
ahead.
back.
Yeah. Crazy. But yeah, so I just want, again, every time we end this or do Frankly Friends, we try to change the subject a little bit, but we always come back to make sure you are a better friend to your friends. But before that, be a better self to yourself. You know, look at yourself in the mirror sometimes and say, self, I look damn good. I appreciate you for being me. Y'all like that then, y'all. Y'all can have that. And just love on each other, because there's so much hate in the world. So don't be a hater. Love on each other and support one another. And that is it for our Frankly Friends segment. Thank y'all so much for listening to my shenanigans along with Cornelius and his shenanigans. And hey, Shameka is over there with her crazy self. And we almost out. We wrapping it up. On to the next. See y'all. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with the Hey Shameka Show with comedian Alicia Coley.
Hey y'all, this is Crazy Sexy Cool Shameka Love.
And this is your girl, comedian Alicia Coley.
And stay tuned in for the rest of the Hey Shameka Show here on the IBNX Radio Network, where we bring you lots of love
And lots of funny.
yeah.
Give a fuck about shit, only money ho. Only money ho. Only money ho. Trust my shit. Never give a fuck about shit, only
Beverly, she gon' give it up. Niggas talking shit, they be quiet when we pullin' up. Straight up on them haters, get that paper, we don't give a fuck. They hate me now, they hate me now. I know they do, cause I'm snatching all these bitches and I got my money up. They hate me now, they hate me now. I know they do, cause we running through these days and we got our money up. They hate me now. We pull up in parties and the new Robin niggas ain't like that. I took it home and doing 3 years, the nigga just bounced up. Them niggas try me and I let it squeeze, them niggas then bust out. You niggas the game, my niggas ain't playing, got niggas be right there. DRP, I'm so official with a dress squad shit. Got a little bit of bad bitches on my dick. Y'all lame man, niggas ain't talking my shit. We talking about money, we talking about car. Y'all talking about that, we talking about dick. Full up in your truck, take over your trap. We'll fuck you bitch and get right back. Run on the cheese, run on the stack. My niggas be real, y'all niggas is right. Can't believe you try real nigga like that. My nigga try to get me 530 stats. So fuck y'all niggas and fuck y'all bitch. I swear to God, none of y'all niggas be real. I'm a sit back nigga and count these men. I'm in B-Mo, nigga, ain't no chill. Never gave a fuck about shit, only money up. Bitch got a pussy, Beverly, she gon' give it up. Niggas talking shit, they be quiet when we pullin' up. Skirt up on them haters, get that paper, we don't give a fuck. They hate me now, they hate me now. I know they do, cause I'm snatching all these bitches and I got my money up. They hate me now, they hate me now. I know they do, cause we running through these bands and we got our money up. They hate me now. We pull up in parties, we pull up in Rari. We fucking your hoe, ain't knowing that's hard. We fucking your bitch, put on the show like it's a Mari. And if a nigga try me by a little broke bitch, he gon' be sorry. I just spent 20,000 on new Frank Mueller. I hate me too. I had to get it out of my nigga, never gave me shit, but I made it through. Better night, late morning, we were hustling on the block. Yeah, I'm a cool. In the strip club, throwing racks up the racks with a pistol in the shoe. Got a bad for a bitch, she won't believe. Stay on her knees, she love to plead. She can never to the pub, shit, she want I need. I took it from 2 to 6, then flipped her. I'm a hustle by mine, gotta get dirt. Might have got beat, them keep stuck. When you get that bad, they never gave a fuck about shit, only money up. Bitch got a pussy, Beverly, she gon' give it up. Niggas talking shit, they be quiet when we pullin' up. Skirt up on them haters, get that paper, we don't give a fuck. They hate me now, they hate me now. I know they do, cause I'm snatching all these bitches and I got my money up. They hate me now, they hate me now. I know they do, cause we running through these bands and we got our money up. They hate me now.
And we are live back at the Hey Shameka Show with comedian
Alicia Coley.
And we have QV in the house. How are you?
What's happening, y'all? What's going on? What's going on?
QV in the building.
Got the nut.
You want to tell everybody what QV stands for?
Q Valentine. Valentine, my last name. My first name is Quan, but everybody used to call me Q when I was younger. So
Okay.
Yeah,
You rather be called Q or Quan?
Q.
Okay.
He said Q.
Yeah. Well, Q, I saw that you are originally from Atlanta.
West Side, Simpson Road.
You know, it's really hard to find people that's really from
I'm a
Atlanta,
girl-
born and
I'm
raised.
a Grady baby.
Grady baby.
80 Butler Street.
80
Butler Street.
Butler Street.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't know where that is. I ain't from here, but
that's the street that Grady is on.
oh shit. That's the address.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. Okay. All right, got you. So how long you been in the rap game?
I've been doing music ever since I was like 15. Like for real, seriously, ever since I was 15.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Favorite rap artist?
My favorite rap artist. Ooh.
Is it hard? Is that?
I got a couple.
Okay,
actually.
well let's hear 'em. Let me get a list. Let me read my pen there.
I really like actually I like Luda. I like Ludacris.
Okay. Is
I
it because of his star power? Like you like him because he he did, or his music?
I seen his grind from when he was on the radio station. How he went from that and piped up with music. And when I listened to it, I saw how he used the radio to get his career up. And I respect that hustle from him. And I loved it because he was actually dope.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Okay. So
Luda, Jay-Z. I like Jay-Z a lot. Jay-Z is definitely dope.
So one Atlanta rapper, one New York rapper.
Yeah, see, what people don't understand is like, Atlanta used to listen to everybody.
Like, y'all didn't have a choice. Y'all really didn't have.
Oh no, we
There she go.
we had a choice, but you know, we we show love. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like when New York was doing their thing, we listened to New York. When California was doing their thing, we listened to California. It's just when we start doing our thing, everybody want to hate on us about it because they say we mumble, jumbo, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, I feel like you just mad because we've been on the game for a long time now.
I thought the come up from Atlanta Entertainment was actually pretty damn decent because you didn't hear of Atlanta as far as music for a long time, but y'all had been doing it.
Piping up in our own city.
And then when y'all finally did it, it exploded.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy.
Shout out to Outkast because Outkast definitely helped.
Shout out to Outkast.
Yes.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
So you are strictly a rap artist? Do you do any of your R&B?
I'm actually an R&B artist, but
I did see that.
Yeah, I'm actually an R&B artist, but I know how to rap a little bit.
All right, well let me just ask you that. R&B, who do you follow?
So that's Usher.
Old school? Old school.
Old school. I used to like Blackstreet.
Okay.
David Hollis is actually dope.
Oh, yes.
He's actually dope.
Yeah, he's one of the better voices.
Yeah, Deron Jones from 112.
Okay.
I love Brandy.
I like Brandy too.
Brandy has been.
I had her album. I used to sing that. I ain't even. Oh shoot! I'm about to tell you how old I am.
Sitting
Never
up
mind.
in my room. I saw that you have worked with several artists here in Atlanta area. Was it Usher, Kelly Price?
Yeah.
How was that?
I opened up for Kelly Price at it was an all-girl college on the east side.
Okay.
Not Oglethorpe, but it's another one. I can't think of the actual.
Oh, I know which one
It's
you're
an
talking
all-girl-
about
it's
too.
all-girl.
Agnes Scott.
Agnes Scott. There we go. I was like something with an A.
Yeah.
Agnes Scott. Correct. Yeah, I opened up for her. She actually asked for me personally. So
Nice.
yeah, that was dope. Yeah, that was dope. Yeah.
I've always loved Kelly and Jagged Edge.
Yeah, yeah, we got a song called Hollywood Nights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's me, Jagged Edge, and Bone Crusher, actually. Yeah.
Bone Crusher came back out to do it's called Hollywood Nights.
No, this not. This was a couple years ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a couple years ago. It's not new.
I miss Bone Crusher's music actually because he was like the first person that. And it probably was somebody before him, so whoever's listening, don't be getting on my case because what I'm about to say. But he, to me, was the first one that came out like with the rah, like it was just, he didn't care.
Yeah.
He was like, this is entertainment for him, and he want to do it.
Yeah, facts.
So I like
all
I
day.
like him.
Yeah,
I like him.
definitely though.
Yeah.
So I also saw that you were in Miami for a little while, that you went there as a teenager. Did you start music here in Atlanta, then go to Miami, or did you really start in Miami?
Okay, see, I've been doing music here. So I was managed by a dude named AJ Alexander at that time, and AJ was the same manager as Usher.
Okay.
So out here, they had a studio called Bosstown Studios. That was actually Bobby Brown's studio before Outkast took it and made it Clemini. So we was working out of there, and they ended up going to Miami to work on My Way. So he called my mom, asked my mom, could I come out there? My mom asked me, did I want to go? And I was like, hell yeah, I want to go. So,
Like, did you just curse, boy? Yeah, hell yeah, mama.
Now, let me tell you about Mondoose was so cool because Mondoose was like, I was a knucklehead when I was, younger. So she was like, well, look, I can't stop you from being in the streets. But as long as you've been in the streets, you got to go to school too. So I was like, all right, cool. So, I ended up going to school, graduated high school. I was about to attend college. I had a scholarship to play football.
Okay.
It really wasn't for me though, for real. So, but to actually just get my diploma and things like that, she was cool with it. So I asked her like later on, like, why was you cool with me being in the streets? She was like, well, I looked at it like this: you're gonna be in the streets anyway. I don't want you to be stupid and be in the streets.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I want you to have best of both worlds. So I was like, all right, cool. So I ended up going to Florida. I had a tutor, because I was 15 at the time, and had a tutor, did my thing, recorded a couple of things. We did a couple of, I actually did a movie, it was like a TV show. It was The Love Boat.
Okay.
Yeah, and so that was a cool little experience out there in Miami. So I worked a little bit, I got tired, came back, and got put in a group, an R&B group called Gianni.
Okay.
Yeah, and we ended up changing our name to Fifth Ave. We had a situation with Rockefeller, Dame Dash. So that ended up not working out. We split up. I kept going. So.
As you should.
Yeah.
You can't let nobody stop you, especially when your mom was like, "You going to do this or do that."
Yeah. Well, she did. I'm gonna be honest with you. She asked me because that's my mom is like my best friend. Like so when I used to go to school, I used to see everybody kissing their mom. Well, I ain't kiss. I gave a dab. Like we dab. Like yeah. So I mean that's my nigga. Like that's my partner. You feel what I'm saying? So she asked me. It was like I really don't want you to go, but I know this something you want to do. So if you going.
And you don't want to stop your kids' dreams because you don't want that regret as you get older as a parent, and you don't want resentment for your parent as you get older too. So.
Yeah, I got a musical background family.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Do tell.
It's a lot of us that does music. So my mom thing was she couldn't perform in front of people.
Okay.
So she's dope. She can sing her heart out. You feel me? But she couldn't perform in front of people. So she was like, you're not scared, and that's cool. So I'm actually living through you through the music.
Awesome.
You feel what I'm saying? So and that was cool. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Young Dro. That's my first cousin.
Okay.
Yeah. Blanco. I don't know if y'all heard of Blanco.
Yeah.
That's my cousin. So he's dope. Shout out to Quentin. That's actually Blanco's brother.
Really?
So you got a couple people in the family. You had to do this.
Had to.
You had it in your blood.
Yeah, it's definitely in me.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Real cool.
Yeah.
So with you being 6'6", why no basketball? You said football.
Basketball was boring to me.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Basketball's terrible.
I'm not trying. I mean, and then to me it got extra boring because they weaker now. They don't really let them play ball.
You can't hit anybody.
Everybody is crying now. So football, you
can get hit them.
Hey, ain't none of that. You know what I mean? It's a contact. It's a rough sport, and I'm a rough guy. I'm 6'6". I'm I can't be gentle when I
mean,
need
there
to
are
be.
some men that are 6'6" and they live in Atlanta.
That ain't me.
On Peachtree, Piedmont.
I don't know them.
Oh, you playing? Oh, you playing?
I don't know none of them. Yeah.
No, but that's what's up. That's what's up that you got to do football. You're in the rap game now. What are you doing where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? How about that in the rap game?
Man, just being the dopest hook writer like in the industry, like for real. I write a lot too.
Okay. Yeah. So when you say hook writer or things like that, I think about instantly Nate Dogg popped in my mind.
Nate Dogg, yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been called that on a couple of songs before, like that vibe.
Okay.
But I'm meaning more like how you remember how T-Pain was when T-Pain was on like a lot of people's stuff. And he was writing for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's you?
Yeah, I'm better than that.
Oh, you about to write for me? I'm about to get on. About to put me on.
But you know what?
So what's your best hook that you've
and you gotta sing it. You gotta sing it too.
I gotta do what?
What's the hook? Tell me the best hook. You like? Okay, this the one that people going. Yeah, that's the. Cause the hook make the song.
I don't have like you know what songs for me are like my kids. They like babies. It's like trying to ask a woman which one of your kids is your favorite kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure they got one, but they love all their kids the same.
They ain't gonna say it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really have a favorite. I mean, everything that I do, I love it.
So what hook have you created that the people have shown that they feeling the most? I know you love them all the same, but it's gotta be like, yeah, people.
Nice way to turn it around.
The Young Jock and Yo Gotti song called I Know What She Like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to go, okay.
Yeah.
But now he's like, I'm gonna go Google that one.
Put this one up here.
Yeah. Put Q Valentine, I Know What She Like.
Right. You're definitely doing things the right way, though. I mean, you're an artist, but you also have the songwriting ability, so you have many different ways to be immersed into music as well. Have you ever played any instruments?
I play the piano a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
Look at you! Look at you!
I ain't no Mozart, but
yeah. I'm sure that helps though when you're doing songwriting because you can kind of actually hear the music when you writing out your lyrics.
I mean, it's about the ear. You know, I know a lot of people that learn how to play instruments just off ear. They never went to school for it or nothing.
For sure. What do you have coming up within the next couple of months where people can see what you got going on?
Right now I'm dropping my mixtape project called Rhythm and Streets. I just got a role for a movie. Nice. Shout out to Mark Diamond and Tip. They doing something called Guns N' Roses.
Okay.
And I play this dude named Spaz, which is London Jay's best friend.
Okay.
So I'm definitely excited about that.
Well,
so,
congratulations on that one. Good.
He's just doing everything entertainment.
I think that's
all
amazing.
over the place. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't want to be
Yeah.
One trigger, one kind of person.
I never want to get put in the box.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
perfect.
Tackle it all. If you can write, sing, rap, play the piano, act, all of that, just do it. That's what I say. Don't limit yourself.
The person I look up to that does that and does that well is Jamie Foxx, I think.
Don't you love him?
Yes.
That's like one of my favorites.
Yeah, him and Will, boy.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. Yes, definitely.
Multi-dimensional. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. So how can the people get in touch with you? Social media sites. Let us all have all of them.
All my social media is Q Valentine except my IG. My IG is Drip Squad QV, but everything else is Q Valentine.
Q Valentine. And if y'all know how to spell Valentine, is an N like Nancy, not M like Mary.
Like Valentine Day.
Yeah.
All right. And do you also want to give? I know we have an exclusive song that hasn't been released.
Yeah.
That's gonna play after your interview here. You want to introduce that to everyone?
Yeah, definitely. Shout out my boy Cuba Chris, man. BMF Mob Stars is definitely that's family right there to me. He's actually on the song with me. It's called First 48. Right? Yeah.
Yep, First 48.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, let's get into First 48.
Yeah, for
Q
sure.
Valentine.
Yeah.
What's up, Chris? Okay. Drip squat type shit. Q. QV. Yeah. I've been getting money way before you niggas. Pulling up and shit you never seen, nigga. These 30 assholes got a nigga trippin'. I keep a 30 in my clip for you niggas. First 48, my niggas catchin' bodies. Round of applause, shout it, got it body. Get to the money, ain't talking dollars. Yeah, I chose the trap, I ain't go to college.
Paper chasing, OG Dosey and know what I'm facing. Chose the trap, I had to switch from college. Had a different type of knowledge. Patient, see me waiting, know you hating. Catch me whipping in the Mossy, smoking cat Jamaicans, flexing only on occasion. Waking up is a vacation. Bad pity, know she Haitian and she let you know she taking. Know you frontin' or mistaken. Have to make a new equation. Paper what I'm chasing, see me getting to these faces, And when I whip the plane, I be so low. And no, I can't complain, shit is all gold. I got down on my knees, praying never fall. I'm going all these places, niggas can't go.
I've been getting money way before you niggas. Pulling up and shit you never seen, nigga. These 30 assholes got a nigga trippin'. I keep a 30 in my clip for you niggas. First 48, my niggas catchin' bodies. Round of applause, shout it, got it body. Get to the money, ain't talking dollars. Yeah, I chose the trap, I ain't go to college.
Get back to the action, camera flash, see me passing. Too much drip, I need a napkin, moving smooth, I said on satin.
Ain't no shrimp with a bad bitch in the foreign. Back to back, black make backs when we touring. That shit you niggas talking, man, is boring. When we take shots, man, you know we out scoring. Into the money, we the motherfucker everything. Hard for the team, and I put that shit on everything.
And when I whip the plane, I be so low. And no, I can't complain, shit is all gold. I got down on my knees, praying never fall. I'm going all these places, niggas can't go.
I've been getting money way before you niggas. Pulling up and shit you never seen, nigga. These 30 assholes got a nigga trippin'. I keep a 30 in my clip for you niggas. First 48, my niggas catchin' bodies. Round of applause, shout it, got it body. Get to the money, ain't talking dollars. Yeah, I chose the trap, I ain't go to college. I've been getting money way before you niggas. Pulling up and shit you never seen, nigga. These 30 assholes got a nigga trippin'. I keep a 30 in my clip for you niggas. First 48, my niggas catchin' bodies. Round of applause, shout it, got it back. Get to the money, ain't talking dollars. Yeah, I chose the trap, I ain't go to college.
IBNX Radio.
Say, man, it's your boy QV, man, and you are listening to Hey Shameka with comedian Alicia Coley on IBNX Media. Let's get it.
I didn't want to see them living in me. But your sledgehammer coming down with the boom. I mean, I fell in love. Something inside of you. I mean, I love your heart. But it's your mind if I had to choose. I'm smiling now, the smoke clear, but you
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is comedian Alicia Coley with the Hey Shameka Show, and right now we are getting into comedy and conversation. Sometimes you're going to get some comedy, sometimes you get a little bit of conversation, and sometimes you get a little bit of both. But right now we got Cornelius George in the building. Comedian Cornelius George, Coach. What they call you, Coach? What?
Coach George.
Coach George.
Coach
just,
G.
just like that. Coach
Coach
G.
G.
He do a little bit of everything. He teaching y'all kids some stuff, and then, matter of fact, he teaching the adults some stuff too. Let's get right into it. Cornelius, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
How long you been doing this comedy thing, sir?
I've been doing comedy for about 6 years.
Okay, how's treating you?
It's treating me okay. I mean, it could be better to me. You know, it could treat me a lot nicer, but it's doing all right.
Well, what's
It's
so
doing
not
all right.
what's
It's
so
doing
not
all
nice about the comedy world?
Just the whole politics. I mean, it's the business.
Yo,
of it.
yes.
It's the politics and the business of it. You got to really learn the politics and the business. And when old veterans tell you to find your lane and your niche, then that's what you have to do and focus on that and not focus on everybody else.
And be confident with it.
That's it.
That's
do what you do and be the best at what you do.
Right. Right. And if you suck, just suck ass real good. Like just be the best.
Be honest with it.
Be
If you
honest.
suck at it, then you suck at
And
it.
just keep at it. Keep at it.
Yeah, that real.
Last show you did was on Saturday.
Yep.
You said you had one of your comedian friends there that taught you the game. Or
No, not a
something
comedian
like that?
friend.
What'd you say?
Just one of the mentors that I had growing up as a kid.
Okay, told you
You know
to get
what
on
I'm
out there and do it because you funny.
Well, no, he just told me just how to be a good dude. You know,
Oh.
he never saw comedy.
I made up my whole story, ladies and gentlemen. I made
whole story. up.
I guess
as
that.
you know, every now and then you have. This is a good brother, man.
I think you used to getting your bits together, and
That
your
was the
skits
point.
and everything.
I just must have tuned them out real
tuned
quick
all
and
that
made
out.
my own damn story.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this guy told me no, he didn't show me anything with comedy. He just allowed me to be the stupid kid I was growing up in the church.
Oh,
He
you was in
allowed me-
church cutting up.
Yes.
Okay.
I was in church cutting up constantly.
What you do in church?
Everything.
Looking at the
I actually got-
that sound right.
I actually got kicked out the choir.
Why you get kicked out the choir?
Not because I couldn't sing, because I couldn't. But I got kicked out the choir because our pastor had a Jerry curl and he sung a song every Sunday before he started preaching. You know, all black preachers, they kind of sing songs.
Yeah.
He sung the song, I Gave Up Everything to Follow Him. And so then he would always rub his curl and shake his hair. When he sings
Yes,
the song,
sir.
he'd do
Yes,
it.
sir.
Like,
this
thank you, such a chocolate.
so this particular Sunday, I told one of my best friends, if he do that song, nigga, I'm going to mock him and do it with him. And I was in the choir stand mocking the pastor while he
In
was
front of
doing
the whole
whole
church.
church. My mama had a fit.
I know she did.
I know them first ladies was mad.
What?
You better be glad your mama didn't come up
Hey,
there
she
in the choir.
tried. She tried to come up there. She tried. And then I got put out the choir, so I wasn't allowed to come back to the choir anymore. So me and the other kids who quit, so, you know, in our church, growing in a small town, they make you walk around for the collection of the money.
I remember them
And they
days.
give you envelopes, you know what I'm saying, to write your name on how much money you got. Well, this particular Sunday, we didn't have any money. Me nor none of my friends.
Right.
But we had to walk around anyway. So we like, what we gonna do? We can't not put something in the envelope. So we tore up the program. And we put the program in the envelope. We said, well, we can't write our real name in here because they know we done it.
Right.
So we wrote stuff like Mr. Seymour Butts.
Right. In church.
Mrs. Eileen Dover, you know, we just wrote all kind of crazy stuff on the envelope.
Right.
And we put it in there, and we felt good because we were given
Right, to the Lord.
to the Lord.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't see it that way.
Right.
By the time they came from the back with the money, they came to the envelope. Like, we got some grown folks playing in church with God's house. He was really upset about that lack of money. Because the envelope was full. I mean, it was full. It was really full. It was full. He was upset
about that money.
He was upset. Y'all playing with God's money.
I'm trying
No,
to
we
get
not.
I'm
We
trying to
broke.
get this soup. I'm trying to get this soup
Right.
and this whip, and y'all playing with me.
And they done put Seymour Butts on there.
Yeah, I know the deacon spent a lot of time praying for me, man. So he was just, he kept telling me, you're a good kid. You're a good kid. You ain't like the rest of them. You're a good kid. You just mischievous and
Right.
but you're a good kid.
Right, you're a little baby asshole, but you're a good
Yeah,
kid.
you're a complete asshole.
Yeah.
You're a complete asshole.
We gonna let
I
us
can
pray.
totally see that how you went into comedy then if you was
I was cutting up.
cutting
That's
that back
just
in the day.
Cutting up just all the time.
That's crazy.
Who's your favorite comedian?
My favorite comedian has to be Bernie Mac,
Man.
Sam Kinison.
You my boy.
Oh, Sam Kinison,
Sam
yes.
Kinison.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
And I'm a fan
Bernie
of
Mac,
joke
that's
writing
what's
like
up.
Dave Chappelle, just the structure of
Yes,
that dude's
Dave
jokes. So I
Chappelle's
love those.
genius.
You
I
know
want a
he's
comedian that make me
coming.
think.
He's
That make
coming
me
next,
think.
next
Is it?
month
Yeah.
to the
Oh, he is?
Tabernacle. I want to go.
You make me think. I want that. Don't
Get some tickets for
make
that.
me think. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, I like Dave Chappelle too.
Dave
And you're
Chappelle
right, he
funny.
does make you think about some stuff. Like, how you put that shit together, yo?
Oh yeah, George Carlin used to do it. Like I was a kid watching
Yes,
George
George
Carlin
Carlin.
going, he's killing them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think about Paul Mooney? You don't.
Love
Yeah,
Paul
Paul.
Mooney. Paul Mooney make me nervous. Paul Mooney make me nervous like you know what I'm saying?
Paul could get a
Paul
little-
make me nervous like Louis Farrakhan. Like you was supposed to go, ooh,
Right.
don't say all that. Like it's not my black people. You go, ooh, ooh, you make me nervous.
You
with
make
that
your
one.
asshole clench. You like, shit, don't say it. It's a lot of us
He
in here, but it's not a lot of us in here.
Like a Louis, like I see a lot of Louis Farrakhan videos on Facebook. I'm too scared to click like because I'm like, who the hell gonna see me clicking like? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's so crazy.
ooh, I got some white friends that make me nervous. Like,
Right. Next show coming up.
Next show, well, tomorrow we'll be at Apache. The Kiss Radio Show will be at Apache for the live music with Kevin Shine. And on the Friday, August the 3rd, Laugh Your Class Off will be at Uptown Comedy Corner.
Will it
For
now?
our monthly show.
Where's my invitation at?
Hey, see, it's the flyer right there. Flyer's in the truck.
See that?
Yeah, I gotta see the flyer.
I got the
See
flyer. But we are at Uptown Comedy Corner the first Friday of every month.
Okay.
All educators get in free.
Okay, I'm gonna just go in there.
Including the nurse.
If you work in education and got your badge, you get in free.
If
Okay.
y'all heard him say that educators getting free, just say you're an educator at the door.
You better show your ID now. Well, the first show you might be able to do that, but show your ID though. You know, show your ID.
So who's on the show for that one?
I have no idea. I'm
You
just
know
hosting.
what? You know what?
But I mean, it's whoever Uptown
Black
has
folks.
as the headliner for the weekend.
Okay.
That's on that. So you know everything
Gotcha.
else.
So talk to us real quick about Laugh Your Class Off.
Oh, Laugh Your Class Off is ridiculous. That's what it is. It started out just when I first got in the comedy game up under Rodney and Griff, and they were like, well, you got to eventually start getting a hosting gig. So I'm like, well, me being a school teacher, I'm like, well, I just don't want to just host a comedy thing. It's too many of my colleagues leaving education because they burned out.
Right.
So I started doing Laugh Your Class Off. It's a monthly comedy show just for teachers to come out and relieve stress. Only thing I wanted, but it has branched so much from that to we're doing professional development, teaching people how to use improv in the classroom. We had a radio show that was up here at the
Yes.
time, man. We do comedy shows, you name it. We do a little bit of everything, skits. We do a lot of shows at churches too, so people think we get very diverse. No, we diversify. We can do cussing shows and clean shows and church shows. Because all saints cuss anyway. So you know
All
what I'm saying?
saints
All
cuss.
saints
Yeah.
cuss anyway. Because we did a show with Alicia, what was that, about a couple months ago?
Yep.
Up in Decula,
Up in
Dracula.
Decula,
Dracula.
Georgia.
And
And
it was
Christ
a
the
killer
King.
show. Yeah, Christ the King, shout out to him, man.
Yeah.
And killed the show.
We killed the show.
Awesome.
Killed the show.
We had a good
so
time. We had a good
People
time.
love to laugh. People love comedy.
Cornelia said he ain't, what you say up there? Something I cursed outside or something?
Yeah, I
Something he
cussed
said.
because this was my logic, and my logic is, if the words say, "Upon this rock, I'm gonna build my church," well, he don't own the rock across the street, so I can cuss in the parking lot because it's on the way. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all line is right here. Where the line at?
Right,
once
right.
I cross them double lines right there, it's free for me to cuss and play my music like that. Cause this ain't God's rock. The rock right there in the building.
You're so
Yeah.
crazy.
But
You're
you
so
definitely
crazy.
hit the nail on the head being able to do comedy, especially for educators, because, man, we are under tremendous stress every day when them kids get
We
to-
are.
And a lot of times, you know,
Oh, tell
the
me.
kids can act up, but, you know, the parents. Yeah.
Oh, it's all.
That's where they get it from.
This is my logic.
That's where they
here.
get it from.
That's where they get it from.
And I got I got in trouble for this question that I asked the superintendent. I asked him, why do we have the Say No to Drugs week in school when more teachers are addicted to pain medication, Zoloft, and other medication for stress? So if we don't know, why am I telling kids say no to drugs when I got to come to work? 'Cause I got to take my happy pill because I'm stressed out and high blood pressure. He didn't like that question. had. And my boss tried to say, well, he's a comedian. And now I was being serious with that.
Right. At that point, the comedian had left the building. I just want to know.
Yeah,
how,
all right, now,
yeah.
so we got to fix those issues.
Yeah.
People are leaving, really. They're stressed out, dying for teaching.
Right.
You're not over a cell phone or a parent going to come act about a phone.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay my own damn phone bill. What, you think I want to be responsible for yours?
Yeah.
And I know that stress last year. What was it? Last school year? I know it was 2 teachers. Definitely one of them that had, brought the gun into school.
Oh yeah.
And had
Was
little,
that one of
it
your
had a little
schools?
No.
That
one was
won't
out
be
in
at-
one
that
was out
won't
in
be-
Douglas.
Yeah, that won't be at our schools.
Okay.
No.
That won't be at our school. Teacher bringing, it'll be in the parking lot.
Okay, got you. Got you.
At a black school, the gun might be in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Along with the liquor bottle.
Along with, you need some liquor sometimes.
Teachers got the liquor. Like, you go to the parking lot, like, you got liquor on campus in my truck.
Right.
It ain't coming in the building. I'm going to drink in the parking lot, the red Solo cup in the parking lot before I go into the building.
So Cornelius George, we appreciate you being here, but how can we stay in touch with you? What's your social media sites? Anything you got going on, let us know. You said Hateville,
Uptown Comedy Corner.
August what?
August 3rd,
Okay.
first Friday of every month.
What time to start?
8 o'clock.
Who-
We start on time.
Who get in free?
Educators, everybody in education. So if you the bus driver, the custodian, the teacher, the principal, the nurse, if you the paraprofessional, I don't care what you do. If you work in education, you get in free. Come out August 3rd
But bring
and
your ID.
laugh your class off.
I teach sex education.
Well, come on. wait. You work with the parents though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta make certain. This education. Okay. That's all I need to know. You teaching parents how to get your kids better grades. I like that.
Right.
Get your kids some better grades by sleeping with one of these people over here.
That's right.
That's how you do it. I like that.
Give us your social media where they can follow you.
Social media, you can follow me at Laugh Your Class Off on everything that is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can follow me also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter as Cornelius George, or just go to the website.
Just go to the website.
jcorneliusgeorge.com. Just go to the website.
Awesome.
Damn, they making me pay for it. Y'all might as well go to it.
You might as well go to it. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for Comedy and Conversations, y'all. Thank y'all so much for listening to that segment. If y'all ever want to chime in on Comedy and Conversations, we want you to call in, listen in, Facebook us live, wherever live y'all see us on. Y'all can ask questions anytime y'all want to, and we will be right back with the Hey Shameka Show with comedian Alicia Coley.
A Look Within. A hands-on workshop teaching you life-enhancing techniques involving chakras, vibrational frequencies, and manifestation. Taught by Word of Mind's own 9 Ether. Don't miss this experience. August 8th from 4 to 6 p.m. here at IBNX Studios. Purchase your tickets online at www.universe.com/A Look Within. Can't wait to see you there. Namaste.
Hey, what's this? Your boy Cornelius George. I'm on the Hey Shameka Show with Alicia Coley. Tune in. You ain't got nothing else to do. Well, you do, but damn it, tune in. IBNX Radio.
Hey y'all, this is Shameka Love. Make sure you tune in and stay locked in to the Hey Shameka Show with comedian Alicia Coley here on the IBNX Radio Network.
And we are back with the Hey Shameka Show with comedian
Alicia Coley.
And we appreciate you guys tuning in. You know what I just thought about?
What you just thought about?
This is our 8th show.
Woohoo! Look at us.
All right. Look at us, guys. We appreciate everybody tuning in every week. This has definitely been a great ride. Definitely having my sidekick, Miss Alicia, over here.
Hey, I'm nobody's sidekick. I'm your partner.
Excuse me. My partner.
Yes, it's a difference.
That sounds so nice. Say it again. My partner.
Don't say it like that. It's too sexy.
Say it again.
My partner in crime.
There you go. Because we
Alicia.
we go in, we fuck shit up, and we leave. That's what we do.
Well, so we were talking to Cornelius a little bit during the comedy and conversation bit.
Mhm.
And did you have anything else you wanted to expand on for education? or comedy.
Yeah, education. I think we need to say this publicly
Mhm.
for all people in education. This is my own PSA.
Okay.
If you like touching kids, turn your resignation letter in, damn it, today.
Today.
Because I don't want to see another story
Yeah.
about one of y'all sick bastards touching a child.
That's right.
Don't just go ahead and quit now. We ain't gonna ask you no questions. Do it. And all you really attractive women who sleeping with these kids, you causing other men in the building to be depressed.
You sickos.
You causing men in the building to be depressed. Like, we can't get it. You going to give it to a 12, 13, 15-year-old boy. You
know, I
got
never
grown
looked at it
men
like
in there.
that.
You got
Yeah.
grown. You causing depression from grown men in education. Please stop causing us to be depressed.
Where they was at when I was 12?
You so stupid.
I think it's something that's been happening all the time because I know my mom always tells me stories that when she was in high school, like one of the girls was dating the PE teacher.
See, the men
And
have
she
been doing it,
said-
been sick people
Right.
a long time, but now it's women like,
Right.
hey, women's live, man. I'm all for it, but not stop.
She said everybody do it, but they kind of, kept hush hush. But they actually got married after
Yeah.
she graduated high school.
The teacher and the student.
Yes,
It's a-
after she
it-
graduated, like a few, maybe 3-4 months.
She taught him. She
down
taught
the
him a
line.
lot. She taught him a lot.
She told him a lot. He got a young tenderoni.
After I teach you, you can't go nowhere. That's what it was. You gonna be with me forever. Shoot.
Yeah, but just education wise, of course, is back to school.
Back to school.
Back to school. A lot of us educators are back in school right now. But I know most of the schools start back, if not next week, then the week after in August. So
My kids go back Monday.
My
I
kids
go
go back
back-
to 6.
I go back.
y'all go back Monday?
No, my kids go back on Monday. I go
Okay.
back the 31st, and then my students come back on the following Monday.
Oh, so you're not
Okay.
talking about your biological kids. You're talking about your student
No, my
kids.
biological kids
Go
come
back
start
Monday.
on Monday.
You got to specify that.
My
sir.
biological
What county
kids,
they in?
they in Henry. I teach in
okay.
Clay.
Gotcha.
Oh, you in that Clay County?
Clay Cole. You know, see, hey, look at that. Clay
gonna say
Cole.
now.
I would have known Clay.
I was
So
gonna
Lord, have
You
mercy.
already know.
Lord, have mercy.
What year you came out of Oak Clay?
2006. Well, 5.
Okay,
5.
my homeboy's the head coach over there now.
Yeah.
Cap Burnett.
Oh,
You know
okay,
Morgan?
okay.
Yeah. So we got to talk. Yeah, we got some fans over there.
Is
Yeah.
that right?
Oh, yeah.
That right.
Those of you that are educators that are listening, I believe it's starting with next month. We're going to start having the last show of the month geared towards education, health and wellness, stuff of that caliber. So, if you're a doctor, you're a nurse, you're an educator. If
you
you're
the plug guy,
right.
you the
If
plug.
you know a personal trainer, anything to do with health and wellness, if you guys are interested on coming and talk with us, just hit us up at the Hey Shameka Show on IG or Hey Shameka Show with comedian Alicia Coley on Facebook, and we will definitely be glad to talk with y'all about getting y'all on the show.
That is perfect because it's so needed. If you pay attention to the other states like Kentucky, Oklahoma, and Nevada now, and West Virginia, where the teachers are starting to protest, even in North Carolina, where they're leaving their jobs because they're not valued anymore.
Right.
We don't value education. We don't value the people who are training you to be who you want to be.
Yeah.
Like he said, he went to school. He finished school. He had a scholarship. Somebody in his life put something in him, man, because he had a drive, and it was more than just his family. So we're a part of your village.
Yeah.
So we need to be more valued.
I think so too. I believe that it's a shame. I don't want to take any money out of anybody's pockets, but I definitely believe that y'all guys should be paid more. To dribble a ball up and down the court and get millions as opposed to cultivating a life is definitely underpaid. Like you guys are underpaid. I just feel like y'all should. I ain't saying y'all should make $1 million because then y'all be making more than me for what I do. But I am saying y'all should be making a lot more money. And even police officers, I think a lot of times, even though I feel like a lot of them been bullied all their lives, but I feel like they're underpaid to protect the
I
citizens.
couldn't be a cop because I'm scary. I've been under shot somebody for ringing the doorbell.
Right.
I couldn't be no cock because I let everybody go, so I wouldn't even.
Go ahead. Yeah, you all
Yeah,
right.
you
You all
straight,
right.
man.
Give
You
you a little
straight,
warning this time.
You straight.
They were like, QV, you didn't meet your quota again
Hey,
this month for
man.
ticket writing.
Nobody wasn't doing no crime. I ain't
Right.
see nobody doing that.
Like, no, we set that up so somebody was doing the crime and you failed, sir.
I was gonna say, speaking of quota, y'all know it's about that time again. The end of the month.
Oh, I got my ticket last week. I got my ticket last week. I couldn't believe it. I got my ticket.
The beginning and the end, huh?
Yeah.
I was looking real cute and fabulous last week, and the dude wanted. And this is okay. Let me tell y'all. I was gonna go to court and fight it. Right. Let me tell you what happened. I was like, I'm gonna just cross over these lanes. I was on 285, about to get off at exit 22. So I'm crossing over and I'm taking my time, and I see the cop. But I was like, I'm good. I could get in front of this cop. It shouldn't be no problem. So I got my blinker on. He lets me in because he slowed down. Let me in. I said, okay, he being nice. Bloop. I said, this nigga here, what? I put my Facebook Live on.
That's right.
I had to go dim because, you know, if they on live, they might feel some type of way if they see your thing.
Right.
So I was like, let me dim my little light because I don't know if I'm about to get fucked up.
Right.
You know?
I don't blame you. That's smart move to go live.
Yeah,
Smart
you
move.
never know. So I was like, I was scared. You know how you get the trembles? Maybe you all won't get the trembles. I get
Yeah.
the trembles.
Yeah.
But I couldn't show my hand shaking on the phone or whatever. Y'all ain't gonna see that because I'm a thug. I had to play it off.
Yeah.
But he gave me a citation because my registration was expired.
Okay.
I didn't know. So my thing is, sir, I can't get a warning. You can't just like
He
let
didn't
me
care.
let me get a warning this time. Like I'm gonna go fix it today.
Was he nice about it?
He was alright. He wasn't nasty.
Right.
I got
But he was on some more get the hell on.
He was trying to get his money.
He said, listen, I'm trying to get somebody speeding. Right.
Yeah.
So let me hurry up and write you this
Right,
ticket.
because I wasn't speeding. Right.
Yeah.
My plan is a little different than yours. I don't go Facebook Live. I cut on the gospel music when I get pulled over and blast it real loud.
You put on gospel.
Gospel music. I'm just trying to set the atmosphere around the car.
Move. You trying to get the vibe right.
When he get, I want him to feel the presence of God as he walks into the car.
You know
When
he
he
gonna.
leave,
You know,
I turn
you
it
know,
off.
You know what he gonna do? He walk up to you, and you playing that.
What he gonna
Sir, can you please turn that down? And let me see your license.
Look,
and
like, you
registration.
respectful about it.
Oh, so you don't like Jesus.
Look, sir, can you turn that down?
You don't like Jesus and you don't like God.
No, tell you.
I was
Sir, can
gonna
you turn
say
that down?
it's
That's
been a while since I got pulled over, but a few years ago, I had a car that didn't have the automatic lights on it, and so I lived over in Powder Springs then, so I was coming off of 20, getting off on Thornton Road. I had just got off the highway. It was like dusk, you know, it was just starting to get dark. So I got pulled over. You know, I saw lights. I was like,
Me?
like what that? I thought maybe I was like, oh, I must have a tail light or or something. So I pull over to the side, and he came around to the passenger side, and he was like, good evening, ma'am. I was like, good evening, and he was like, do you know why I pulled you over? I was like, no, sir. And he was like, you didn't have your headlights on. I was like, really? I said,
What black people do.
I said,
Right.
I said,
Disbelief
so
all the
sorry.
time. Act like you don't know.
But I mean, it had just turned. It wasn't dark, but it was just turned dark. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Right.
I apologize. I thought I had it on. He was like, no problem. Let me. He's like, I'm sure you good, but let me see your, license registration. I said, no problem. So I gave my license registration. So I don't care. I know I ain't got nothing on my record, but it's something about them taking your stuff and walking back to
Right.
that car. And it seemed like it could be 2 minutes, and it seemed like they back there for 15.
You straight.
Like I was just sitting there like.
As long as you don't see
okay.
another car pull up behind you,
Right.
you all right. If you see another cop car pull up, call your folks and say, I'm about to go to jail.
Dang. Is that what it is?
Right.
I done
But-
had my run in several times, so, I
Boy.
know.
Me too.
He
I
came
didn't-
back.
I know
He
what's
came
going
back
on.
nice though. Came back on the
He was by
right
himself.
side.
He
He
was
came
by
back on the
himself. He
driver's
was
side.
good.
Let the
Yeah.
window down. He gave me my stuff back.
Yeah.
But he almost smacked him by accident, like on his hand, because he put his hand in the car. It was like, well, let's just make sure. But before he told me what he was doing, he put his hand. It was like, let's just make sure these work. But we put a hand in, knee-jerk reaction.
So wait a minute. What happened?
You
after that?
almost slapped the cop.
Yeah,
She a
on
female.
his
She a
hand,
female.
on the hand.
She a female though.
Not like in the face, on
If
the
you
hand,
if
because
you or I do
didn't
that,
know.
we shot. We
right,
shot.
but I'm just saying, I didn't know he was going to stick his hand all the way in the car to be touching the lights.
He ain't supposed to do that anyway.
Yeah, he ain't supposed to do that.
Yeah, so I was like, so yeah, I almost smacked him. So that would have been what, like battery or assault?
Oh
on
yeah,
a-
he could have got
on
you.
an officer.
Yep.
It'd
They
been
would have
an
got
ass
you
whooping.
locked
It'd have been an ass
up.
whooping.
right.
It ain't no assault or battery. It's an ass whooping. You ain't got to worry about going to court. It's an ass whooping.
right.
You going to the ER. You going
They gonna drop you off on the side of the
That's
road.
it. You going to the ER.
Right. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But after that, it was just a day from hell. So I left. I went to work for a half a day because I had to get my paperwork straight because I don't like that. I don't like
Right.
not being straight. If I'm not, I feel some type of way when my stuff is not right. So I went home. Went to the building in Gwinnett County to go get my stuff done. They was like, oh, no, you got to go and get an admissions done, which I forgot all about this stuff. Went and got, tried to go out the door to get my admissions done, go to the white guy down the street. He was like, it's $25. I said, nah, I ain't paying those $25. So I said, let me go to the black guy all the way down, like all the way down yonder, because, you know, I want to support my people for $16.99. So I said, I got $16.99. I'm going to go down here. This nigga was closed. I said,
oh, man.
Why would you try to support the brother?
So you had to go back up to 25?
No, I passed him. I was like, I ain't paying no $25 still. I'm gonna waste gas money. I'm gonna drive $7 worth of gas on my car and still find somebody that's under $20. Yep. So I found this Chinese man for $19.
Oh, I go to the Indians.
Crazy.
Man, so you went through the United Nations.
Yes.
To get your admissions.
I went to the white man, black man, Chinese man. Y'all remember them jokes?
That was perfect there.
Right. Yeah. So I got and I said, you could keep the dollar. He said, no, I don't want your dollar. Like, you take your little dollar. Like, what you try? I said, sir.
You didn't want him to tip the dollar. Huh?
I just wanted him to take the dollar because I ain't even feel like doing nothing else but getting back in my car to go get my paperwork straight. That's all I wanted to do. So needless to say, I'm just going to go ahead and pay the $170 that they're charging me for my expired registration. I'm going to pay $170 because I don't feel like going to court September 26th. They want you to forget about the court date so they can set you up and lock your ass up.
Yeah.
For $170, I want some freedom.
You don't want that bench warrant.
I don't want that. I want some freedom. And I want some freedom papers. So I'm going to pay the $170.
And those things about the bench warrants, they don't even come looking for you for that. You could just be chilling and they pull you over for like a little tail light or something simple. And then next thing you know, they come back. You know you got a bench warrant?
Like, no, I didn't.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's when you do that shit.
I be knowing. I be like, for real? What? Nah, man. Y'all lying.
I had one.
Really?
Yeah, I be knowing. You know how niggas is.
I need to check to see if I got it. I'm just going to call all the courthouse like
Hey, you know what? So I just seen a post today where somebody called in and asked that they have a warrant, and no folk came and picked his ass up.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
He said it was him, that he was calling for himself?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I got a warrant. We'll be right there.
Right.
Don't need to call Uber to get here. We got you. We got a free ride for you.
That's funny.
No lift. We got your own lift. There's a different kind of lift coming.
That's like, a different kind of lift.
That's like those people that I guess that when you turning yourself in, and you know they already talking to you, be like, well, you got to 5 o'clock on such and such day to turn yourself in, and you know you done said all your goodbyes and all that stuff. And you don't go on down to the courthouse. But a lot of people, when they do that, if you have money, you know you come down there with the what they call the bond, the bond money.
Yeah, that ain't no people I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Where I'm from, we say they gotta do their job.
That's it.
I ain't about to
help you do your job.
I ain't about to do it for you, my boy.
No, that's it.
I'm not about to do it for you, my boy.
Right.
Hey, come get me.
That's funny.
Come find me, Jack.
I'm telling you.
You gotta live right. That's what that's all about. Live right and get your paperwork right. My
Yeah,
paperwork,
you do.
I ain't know my paperwork.
You still got some, assholes, cops out there that you can have everything right. They still trying to fuck with you. So,
I know. They always messing with somebody.
Man. Yeah.
But they never around when you need them.
They never around. It's just like a waitress when you trying to pay to get the hell out the restaurant. You be like, you know what? Listen, give me my check so I can get out of here.
Because they going to be there when you fucking up, though.
Right.
I had 2 people yesterday. I was on the highway, just on 20, come back home. It was off traffic time. When you fly past me, I got the Equinox. Moved the entire truck. So they had to been going 90, 95. It was 2 of them. They was racing. I said, oh. So, and I'm looking around, where the cop at right now?
Right. Nowhere. Ain't nowhere to be found. Over there at Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, eating.
But let you try to get in that, that HOV lane in the morning and it's just you. Oh, they going to get you, boy.
Oh, yeah, they going to pull you over quick.
Can you get...
Quick.
I have a real question about the HOV lane.
Yes.
Can you put like a blow-up doll in the car seat with you?
They've had some people that have done that.
I ain't never tried it.
I know somebody used the CPR dummy.
What?
Yep. Had it in the passenger seat. Had the seatbelt on them and everything.
What if you just get like a car seat with a stuffed animal in there?
I don't think that might work.
I mean, I ain't talking about getting them. But just like a stuffed animal.
Like they're in the back, so you can't really
in the
tell.
back, you can't really tell.
You just
like
see the seat.
I don't know, because do kids count for HOV?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the two
Okay.
people.
Yeah.
All right, just checking. I don't know.
Can a pregnant lady drive in HOV lane
That's
by
the
herself?
question right there. That's the question.
I mean, because there's more than
Right.
she can. It's
It's
more
a
than just
baby
her.
now.
It's a baby in
It's
the
a
car
baby
too.
now.
So you can't give
It
me a
don't
ticket.
count. I like that.
So just women can do that. Put a pillow or something up under you.
You better use that on stage.
You gonna do that? I don't need.
I don't want to.
What is that? Look, I don't want that. I don't want that one. Go ahead, take it. Go ahead, take it.
That's gonna lead me to open up some other stuff that I don't need to use. Stay in my lane. Just get out women business. Get out women business.
That's funny as shit that we like, I don't want it.
You don't know. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Because normally I be like, I'll take that.
Like, thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So no, I drive in the Peach Pass lane because I pay for it.
Okay.
And then when it's time for my little self, when I'm by myself, I get out where it say get out, and I get on out. Yeah.
That's what's up.
I don't want no trouble.
California, you have to ride with two. You have to ride with more than two to ride an HOV.
Is it 2+?
It's
It
a few states
has
like
to be
that.
more than two. Like it has to be 3 or more.
Some places in Maryland and DC are like that. I noticed the last time I was up there
California
driving. I go, since when is 3+?
That's
3 or
terrible.
more.
That's just greedy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Georgia, Atlanta traffic need to stay at 2.
Oh yeah.
Atlanta traffic
Atlanta traffic
does
need to go
suck.
1.5 or something, man.
I'm waiting for them to build bridges in Atlanta because y'all need more bridges here that take you from like 316 to 285 straight. If you get on, then you just messed up for the rest of your trip.
Yeah.
Like you gotta.
Well, you know how we can fix that? If just stop coming.
Just stop moving to Atlanta.
I said that a few
Just
weeks ago.
stop.
Stop moving to Georgia.
Just stop. Just stop.
Y'all shouldn't make it look so nice down here.
I know.
Start making it look ugly, and people won't want to come.
It ain't no different than somebody else's hood, though. Like it's the
It
same.
is.
Like,
It
they
is. Let me tell you, it's very different.
they
It
just
is.
It's not. They
It
just,
is.
They show it like it is, but it's really. I mean, the hood is the hood.
The
I don't-
hood
I don't
is
care
the
where-
hood.
I don't care where you.
I don't care where you
Now
at.
it might look different,
Right.
but the hood is always the hood.
The hood is the hood. Like I'm born and raised in Philly. Like the hood is the hood. However, Atlanta,
It's a nicer hood.
you
here.
can 7 days a week get down here and do something every day. Every day in Atlanta is something to do.
Well, get what?
It's more than
Well, get
one
what?
thing to
Well,
do in
get what?
Atlanta.
Get what? In them other places, they need to find out something they can do
See?
Monday through Sunday.
And I-
start some. Y'all need to start some.
That's the thing. In Philly, like it's just I don't know. Was Philly? Y'all got to get it together, yo. Cause I wanted to. I tried to bring some entertainment to
Yeah,
Philly or whatever.
yeah.
Even my husband, he was a promoter in Philly. Like we tried to do a lot of stuff in Philly, and it's like it's just too many haters, yo. And I know it's haters here,
Yeah.
but at least when y'all down here, y'all gonna let somebody get it for a little bit. Y'all ain't
Right.
gonna. It's like go ahead and get it. Like.
You're going to
But
share a
up
little
there,
bit.
it's like it's either
Ain't no-
one. When you all right, one. Like it's just not.
Yeah,
It's they
I
corny.
mean, well, how we always looked at it is you don't have to be nobody's best friend to get some money with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to. I don't have to be friends with you to get money with you.
Right.
You feel me? The only thing we got in common is we trying to get
We
some
trying
money.
to get money.
That's it.
And that's business
You feel
minded.
me? Like,
That's how
I
it
ain't-
should be.
I ain't going to your mama house, eat no Sunday dinner. I ain't doing none of that.
I don't even wanna use your bathroom.
But we cool to the point where we gonna get money together. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And so I think that's how we kept it.
It's that respect.
Man.
And
It's that
speaking of
mutual respect.
money, we are going to go to a quick commercial. You're listening to the Hey Shameka Show with comedian.
It's just me. It's me. Y'all know who I am. We'll be right back.